Welcome back to the channel, guys. Tahira with Instructions for Humanity. Subscribe. We are talking about the twin flame journey. Why is it so hard to reach union in a twin flame journey? I'm going to give you guys a very unique perspective that most people probably do not know about, because I have just come into this revelation here just a little while ago through some uploads from unlocking some codes and within my own soul. So twin flame, why you never reach union, guys. In order to understand why you never reach union, we have to talk about consciousness. We have to talk about this thing called awareness. We have to talk about what is a cosmic royal assignment. And more importantly, we must talk about twin dominant. Yes, guys, there is only one twin. Let me repeat that. There is only one twin in a twin flame union. Well, kinda. Let me explain. Let me build my case here. So a twin flame, as you guys know, is supposed to be one soul. You know, your soul was created at the same time in creation. And so it's one soul that has been severed and now could be displayed in two separate bodies, right here on the Earth School. So what I want to tell you about this is the one that is typically the chaser. This is what I call the soul, not the soul, but the twin dominant, right? The twin dominant, guys. The runner runs away from the union. The chaser wants to chase the twin down and say, hey, do you know you're my twin and we have this mission here on Earth? This is, the chaser is the twin dominant. And the reason why I keep saying this thing called twin dominant is because the twin dominant, the chaser, is the only true twin. And what I mean by that is the twin dominant, the chaser, comes into this experience. That was beautiful. I want to see that again. Comes into this earth experience with their codes unlocked. They understand that they have this twin flame contract, and all that a twin flame contract really means, because a lot of people focus on the love aspect, but they don't really focus on what it really is. A twin flame contract is having a cosmic royal assignment. Yes, a cosmic royal assignment. This means that you have a divine purpose from either the cosmic sphere, the heavens, the ethers. You have been called down here on the Earth School to bring a great change, sometimes radical change, right? And when you are in union with your twin, this is supposed to be the other person that's currently running from you as the runner. That is supposed to, you guys are supposed to link up and now complete this soul contract. But the reason why the cosmic royal assignments, which is the purpose of the twin flame union, the reason why these things never actually become fulfilled is because the chaser, or the twin dominant one, focuses so much on union that they forget about the cosmic royal assignment, that they came here to evoke this radical change. And because the twin dominant twin is the one that holds the codes, is the one that knows that they have this contract, the runner is unawakened to this. And even if they are awakened to it, they are unaccepting of it because they are running away. They are trying to, you know, rescind their contract, right? Which we will get into in a moment. And so there's this thing called emotional assets. And we teach this at It the 54 Technology, me and Kiahe, in our Ascension program. I think this is week 3, where we talk about calling back your emotional assets. And this is why the twin flame union isn't working out, because when you go on a break with your twin, all of those dreams and hopes that you guys share together, and especially you knowing that you have this cosmic royal assignment, right? Those things go by the wayside. We leave those things kind of in space, right? Those emotional assets of like, oh, we have this soul mission, or even something as simple as we wanted to buy a house together, or we wanted to have children, or we wanted to go on a vacation together, right? Or buy a puppy. These things become like a casualty of the relationship. And so we just kind of let all of those things fall by the wayside, right? And we never really go back to collect on that. But those are energy signatures that we have actually put out in the ethers. And so, you know, those things are needing to be called back to your soul, because they are actually what's going to actually help you move forward and pursue this cosmic royal assignment, because it's nothing more than energy, spent energy that you have put out there. And so we want to call that spent energy back, so you have your full quantum currency, right? So that you can go ahead as the twin dominant and complete the mission. So that's the first thing. If you're on a break with your twin, you call back your emotional assets, the things that you guys shared together, the dreams that you guys built, you call that back to yourself. And now excuse me, you have more spiritual currency or quantum currency to go ahead and, you know, complete this task, right? The cosmic royal assignment, which is the whole purpose of the twin flame union, right? So we do that first, guys. And what you have to understand is, because you are the twin dominant, you are the one that carries all the codes, right? And so I'm here to tell you that the twin dominant is the only twin. The twin dominant could have multiple twin flames, so to speak, partners. This is a non-dominant twin. How that might show up is, you may take a liking to a certain particular body type, or, you know, personality type. You may take a liking to that. You may have had, you know, 5 different relationships, and if you notice, they all kind of look the same. I work with energy signatures, so I can read energy signatures. So I bet if I were to read these energy signatures of these other people that you guys have been in relationships with, 9 times out of 10, if you're picking the same archetype, personality type, right, and look-wise, these are probably the non-dominant twin fragments of themselves, soul fragments of the non-dominant twin, guys. Yes, the dominant twin, there's only one of you. This is typically the chaser. There's just one of you. The non-dominant twin, there could be multiple versions of you. So it is basically still your soul signature fragmented into different bodies. And so this actually helps the dominant twin have more chances to reach this, so to speak, union, right? To carry out this assignment, right? So I just wanted to point that out, that as the dominant twin, typically the chaser, you don't have to get caught up that this one person has rescinded the contract, has torn up the contract, does not want to fulfill the contract. You don't have to get caught up on that, because 9 times out of 10, there are fragments of this person, right? And so you don't have to worry about that. And in fact, because you are the one that holds the codes, the key codes to this cosmic royal assignment, you can actually fulfill it by yourself. But because we are so focused on the love aspect, and then we let our emotional assets just kind of get spilled by the wayside, we leave a lot of our energy currency, a lot of our energetic strength to complete these on our own. Because you are the twin dominant, you have enough vigor to complete this on your own. And the reason why we're going to bring now consciousness into play, this is why your twin, the non-dominant twin, is running. Because the non-dominant twin does not have the awareness, does not have awareness of who you are, does not have awareness of this cosmic royal assignment. So they cannot be conscious of the assignment or you, because they lack awareness, right? So I talk about this in my book, The Great Expansion, a Cosmic Bible for the Ages. Link will be down below, where you cannot get to consciousness without having awareness. It's not possible. The universe is not only comprised of energy, frequency, vibration, but also mathematics, consciousness, and acute awareness. awareness comes before consciousness. So this non-dominant twin lacks awareness. And so what this might look like is the non-dominant twin lacks some sort of awareness in their life, right? It could be in their finances. It could be in just the way that they treat other people. It could be in the way that they treat themselves. They're lacking even awareness of self, right? This is why they don't have the conscious knowing of the soul contract that you guys are to be in, right? Or to fulfill, rather. And so this twin often runs because they lack awareness. They lack the conscious knowing of the soul contract. And so really, they do need to run because they need to go and work on themselves. They are not yet conscious enough to even try to fulfill anything. So this is why spiritually, why they are running, because they have to go through more bumps and get more bruises in this earth school to now unlock key codes to awareness, bringing them into a conscious knowing state of who you are as the twin dominant and who they are. But I'm here to tell you that person, the fragmented, the non-dominant twin, there is only one of you. Typically it's the chaser. There is only one twin dominant. What this means is, if that person leaves you, or if you leave them, there is no other twin, because you are the one that holds the key codes to this cosmic royal assignment, right? But on the flip side, if you were to leave them, or if they were to leave you and you were to find someone else, you could find another soul fragment of the non-dominant twin, because this is how this game of life is set up. It's set up for the dominant twin to have multiple chances to fulfill this soul contract. And we actually call that forth, before we come into this earth experience, we call forth fragmented pieces of the non-dominant twin, so that we have multiple chances, right? This is a very hard soul contract to fulfill, simply because, we have this thing called free will. I like to say it's veritable free will, because everything in this matrix is actually coded, and we download consciousness, right? So it's very hard because you have to rely on the veritable free will of the other person. And then also too, because they don't hold the key codes to this conscious knowing of this cosmic royal twin flame contract and assignment, you have to wait, this thing called time. You have to wait for them to gain awareness. Once they gain awareness of self, then they'll gain awareness of who you are, possibly. You see what I mean? So this is why it's very hard, because, some people just will not grow in consciousness. It could be life circumstances that makes them not grow in consciousness. It could be, just the fact that they really just don't want to work that hard in this life. So it's a very, very hard soul contract to fulfill, but you can fulfill it. So here's the trick. I'm going to tell you. You are the dominant twin. If your twin has been running away from you for years, I'm going to tell you to turn inward now. Because the whole goal of the twin flame is to actually complete the soul mission. The soul mission is to bring heaven down on earth. The soul mission is to leave this earth a little bit brighter and better than when we came. This truly is the soul mission. And so I'm going to ask that you turn inward and call back your emotional assets, call back your quantum currency, and move forward in understanding that you can fulfill this mission on your own. And I'm going to tell you, when you fulfill this soul mission, no matter how big or small, that is what actually will gift you a true partner. Your completion of the assignment will unlock more codes unlock more codes than you ever knew was possible. Do you know how rejoiceful Source will be when a twin cuts their arm off, meaning the non-dominant twin that refused to move, refused to complete the mission? If you were to say, okay, I can do it on my own, let me cut off the dead weight and let me move forward and complete the soul mission. You don't think you'll be rewarded for that? No, you're going to unlock so many codes. Your life will be magical. I'm here to tell you that you can absolutely do this on your own. You can complete this royal cosmic assignment that you have with Source. It is a contract. You came here for a purpose. We let no man, no woman, no child, no object get in our way of fulfilling the soul's mission. The soul's mission must be completed, because if not completed in this life, you will be back here on the earth school. If you hung up your hat and said, you know what, my twin flame, my non-dominant twin flame refuses to move, I'm just not going to do this. No, you hold all the codes, right? You have all the potentiality to complete this. The mission must be moved forward. And once you complete this assignment, you're going to call in beautiful partnerships, whether that is another fragment of a twin flame or whether that is a soulmate union. You're going to call that in. And I'm going to be honest with you, if you complete the mission, this probably will be when your twin, the non-dominant twin, will actually now become awakened. It truly is. And what this looks like, it looks like union will never be reached. It looks like you cutting off the dead weight. It looks like you cutting off your arm to preserve the rest of the Christ body, to move the mission forward. This is what that's going to look like. And when your non-dominant twin sees the work that you've done, this is what's going to awaken them to now they'll become the twin dominant, right? They will now become the twin dominant, and more than likely they will be back here on the earth school, but now they'll be the twin dominant one, right? And I know this is opposite from what you guys have all heard about twin flames, but you know, this is really what Source has pressed on my heart space. It's really time to expand our consciousness. It's because no one ever views it this way, because everyone's focused on the love aspect, but Source wants us to focus on the cosmic royal assignment. Once you complete the assignment, that's when your twin awakens. And whether they awaken and they're with you, or they awaken to now come back in another incarnation and now become the twin dominant. And it's because of you, the so to speak chaser, that you have now awakened this twin. The whole goal is not union in physicality. It's union in the soul. It's a soul union. It's a union of not flesh and blood. It's a soul union. So when you complete this, anyone that's on that vibration, a portion of them now becomes completed and now becomes in union with the assignment. That is what the union truly is. Thank you, Source. It's becoming in unison with the cosmic royal assignment. That is what it's for. And so truly, the only way for your twin to stop running is for you to carry the mission forward. That is what I want to say about the twin flame union today. And if your twin needs to go and run because they lack awareness, if they have no awareness of you to run away from you, they have no awareness of self, they have no awareness of this cosmic royal assignment, they have little awareness to actually be of any benefit to even fulfilling the cosmic royal assignment. So you must cut your arm off, so to speak. You must preserve the rest of your quantum currency to carry the mission forward, to complete the soul mission on your own. And this is when your twin will become awakened to its own contract and divinity. Tahira with Instructions for Humanity, guys. Go ahead and subscribe. I love you, I love you, I love you. And so it is as we walk together in divine love. Be well. Be well, guys. I'm looking for Tealy, guys. I'm looking for my tree.